Okay everyone, welcome. Today we're going to talk about what to do to fix your iPhone if it's gotten wet or if you dropped it in the water. And I'm just going to tell you my story. I had my phone in my pocket before I went to the pool and forgot to take it out. Jumped in the pool, swam for about 10 minutes or more, and got out and felt it in my pocket. And so, as you can imagine, I was not too happy about that. So what I'm going to talk about is what can you do to hopefully save it. And just a moment ago I turned my phone on and I was able to log in and it is working. I am surprised, but I still want to make sure that it's perfectly dry. Let me tell you what you need to do. As soon as you get this phone wet, you do not turn it on. Let me say that one more time. Do not turn your phone on. When it gets wet, even if you dry the outside, it is still wet on the inside. The water seeps in through all these holes and it is wet. But if you try and turn it back on while it's still wet, it's probably going to fry it. Second thing, dry it off as much as you can. For me, I left my phone in the sun, obviously screen side not up. I kind of blew into the headphone jack and stuff to kind of, get water out, kind of gently shake it to get water that's in there to drip out. Let's talk about the items that you need to fix your phone, or to hopefully fix your phone, or dry it out at least. You need your phone. You're gonna need a paper clip, a small one. This is to take out your SIM card. You'll need an ultra small Phillips head screwdriver. That's the crisscross screwdriver, not the flat one-line screwdriver, in case you for some reason didn't know that. Then you're going to need either a bag of rice, which is what I've used so far. It actually worked, but I still see moisture underneath the screen. So I went out and I bought these silica packets or whatever, silica gel. It's those little things that you find in your clothes, those little packets that says don't eat these. That's what these things are. You can buy these at the Hobby Lobby or like craft stores for like, this one's $5.99, $6 for a whole packet of these. And they dry and suck out moisture better than rice does. Rice still does a good job, but. So anyway, those are the things you'll need. So let's talk about what to do first. Dry it out on the outside, shake it out like I was talking about. Then you'll want to remove your SIM card. This is how you remove a SIM card from an iPhone. On the side there's an oval shaped piece. Take your little piece of metal, whether it's a paper clip or a pin or whatever, and you push down in that hole. When you push down, it'll eventually pop out, if you can see that. And you'll be able to pull it out, and inside there, that's your SIM card right there. That has your information for like your phone number, whoever your carrier is. Mine's AT&T. So you got that out. Now you've got a nice open hole that you can also, you can blow air into it. I blew air through the different holes to help dry it out. Anyway, next step. We want to remove the battery. We want to get that electricity source out of there. So you'll need your tiny screwdriver. You'll take that, and there are 2 screws right underneath the charging port, right next to the charging port on your phone. You're going to remove those screws and do not lose them. They are so tiny. One screw down. See how tiny it is? Keep it safe. Don't lose it. Okay, screw 2, gone. All right, flip it over, back side where the camera lens is on the back. You're gonna push it towards where the lens is. It'll slide. If you can see that small slide, you can remove the casing, the back casing. Here's your battery. Wipe this off. It's probably wet if you have had it in the water for a good amount of time. If you just dropped it in the toilet for a second, it might not be that wet, but swimming 10 minutes in the pool, it is wet. Next step is going to be how to remove this battery from the rest of it. There's one more screw. This is as far as I'm going to go in terms of disassembling. One screw right here. So at the bottom of the battery, there's a small screw, Phillips screw right here. This is where the battery connects. So we're going to go ahead and remove this screw. Hopefully you guys saw where I was pointing. So you take that screw off. It's even smaller than the other ones, so don't lose it. I almost did. Okay, so you got your 3 screws. Now there's going to be the small black piece. Hopefully you can see that. That has a small little tab here. If you pull up on that, it'll help disconnect the battery housing. You'll take that part out. Once you do that, this metal piece pops out, which is where the battery connects. That's where the electricity converts, right there. Once you've done that, this tab will let you pop the battery out of its place. Okay, now you've got your battery. Make sure you dry it off, wipe it off. Don't put this in the microwave or something stupid. So dry that off, wipe it off. Now you've got your battery removed. That's as far as I'm going to disassemble this phone. That's the back. Here's the front. Wipe out anything that you see here. Kind of, air spray it. I sprayed it with air. Next step. Let's go ahead and put this back on. You don't need to screw it back on. You want it to be loose so you can get good airflow. Put it back on. Line up the lens hole with the lens. And I don't click it back in place. I do not do that because that gives you more escape for the air. The reason I put this on is because if you're putting this in the bag of rice, which is the next step, that is gonna get rice all over the place in here if you don't put this back on, or at least place it back in place. So then you're gonna put that bag, you're gonna keep these somewhere safe, don't lose them. You're gonna put the battery and the phone in the bag of rice. You'll actually stick it in there airtight, or a container of rice, or whatever it is. And you're gonna set it in there and let it be in there for me, since I swam for 10 minutes or more, I've left it in there for like 4 or 5 days. And I turned it on. When I turned on my phone, I plugged it into the computer directly. And it came to life, but I could see some water still kind of squished in between the screens, so I quickly turned it back off and I let it sit for longer. Or what I'm going to do now, since I know my phone works and I know it turns on, I'm going to set it in these gel packets for a week when I'm on vacation and just let it completely dry out, because what happens is if you don't dry it out, it's going to cause erosion to happen on the different internals of your phone, and your phone will start to get crappy and die quickly. Really, that's the way you do it. That's the way you're going to help dry out your phone. I'm not guaranteeing that your phone will work. I am absolutely surprised that mine does after swimming for so long. But those are the basic steps. And so hopefully that helped you. Hopefully that helped you get in your situation, get out of your situation like I was in a situation. And yeah, enjoy it.